What's up, my people? Happy new week. So there's a false information out there about Apostle Suleman's wife. I think I saw a video posted by some blogs that says they passed the news like it's a recent one. They attached a video alongside. They said that Apostle Suleman's wife reacts to what has been going on about Halima Abubakar, which is false, because I saw the video. I recognized the clothes she was wearing. I knew that this was the clothes she wore in 2017. She only reacted to these whole scandals between Apostle Suleiman and other ladies once, and that was Stephanie October, and that was because it was very, very serious. In 2017, Stephanie October, this was, I think, the very first time Apostle Suleiman will appear in the news for the wrong reason. The wife claimed that it's the handiwork of those big politicians, and I'm going to read exactly what she said, because the video was actually shared on the YouTube. But I think Apostle Suleiman, those that shared that video, actually Apostle Suleiman went after them and took down the video itself, not the channel, like remove the video from their channel. And again, I know we've got the courts case scheduled to happen on the 25th of March. So to get more information on that, please ensure you subscribe for more information, so that you can get notified immediately I drop a video. So I'm just going to read exactly what she said. The lady believed that there are some big politicians behind that. And she had said that since the day my husband said they should stop the killing of Christians, those who are not happy with that statement are doing everything possible to pull down the Lord's anointing. She continued, I don't like media appearance, but for the purpose of clarity, I have to speak. I have known my husband for the past 19 years, and if you are living with a man who is promiscuous or adulterous, you will know, especially if you are an intelligent woman. Okay, reading this again, guys, after a couple of years, it just registered differently in my head. Like, seriously, let me continue anyways. I have to appear like this to address this because it is a woman to woman talk. I have heard all kinds of rubbish and nonsense this lady, she's talking about Stephanie October here, that this lady have been talking about, that has gone viral on the internet. My marriage is the target, and it is so unfortunate. For the 19 years that I'm married to my husband, even while we're courting, we had never had any issue over any woman. For all the pictures that have been released, you can release more, but it will never replace the picture of my husband in my heart. As you can see, those pictures were photoshopped. I mean, this was when they released a screenshot of the picture of the FaceTime interaction, so to speak, between both of them, on social media, and it became a really, really big deal. And I think she reacted after that, because she mentioned it here. I said, by the grace of God, I am a trained journalist, a mass communicator. Nigerians are so gullible because they believe everything. So apart from that, right, I remember this lady, the blogger Stella and Kemi Olun lawyer were interviewed or went live with Daddy Freeze, where they claimed that this woman, Halima Abubakar, was the recent wahala now for Apostle Suleiman. Remember, the court case is supposed to happen on the 25th of March. Yeah, if everything goes well. And they said during that live session with Daddy Freeze, we're going to watch some of the clips. They said that Halima Abubakar is fake, that a lot of the things that she said about Apostle Suleiman is false.
I was shocked when she changed the narrative. When I see the story, say na juju, na this. She be that don't swan go court. If she not gets evidence for ground, when she dey go court, me she carry Babalawo go. Babalawo go show the evidence from imports, many handle. So the minute I saw that story, I just laughed. I said, Halima, don't go give this story out. True, just because this guy no give her money. So I called her. I said, Halima, so you don't go give her that story? She said, which story? Which story? I can't laugh. I said, wait till me and you plan say you go react. Now you're gonna do for me. Now me they ask him for. She can't quickly cut her phone.
Oh, you said you gave her 2.5 million naira from Apostle.
To start now, I come up something or I cannot give her. I regret. Yes, I gave her 2.5 million.
Now, you also said that there's nothing wrong with her, that she's not sick.
You know, when this thing was going on, she called Victoria Iyanya in London. And she told Victoria to please talk to me, that I'm very close to Pastor. I'm the only one that can convince Pastor. Convince Pastor about what? She was looking for 20 million naira. I said, how can I convince this man to give me 20 million naira when I never can convince him to give me 20 million? Do you get? Which powers I get like that? The man, they pick my call, they listen to me because I know they talk nonsense with them. Start fishing business, start egg business. Not this blackmail you're doing online. It's worse. Halima, they won't come online. He go paint face, he go do like say nowhere. He go lie down for bed. That girl is an actress. That's why I tell you, it's the only bad part she play.
Now, the problem I had with Halima is that after she told me people did juju to her, she now turns around and says a pastor is the one that did juju and caused her to bleed. So I responded in 3 videos. And I said to Halima, go and check yourself for fibroids. No one can bleed that long. Check yourself.
But Stella, who was, I don't know, maybe still Apostle Suleman's friend, said that she kind of believed Halima Abubakar. She kind of, insinuated that, something happened. But Halima Abubakar should move on. Maybe the man has found his way back to Christ. I'm quoting this lady now, that Apostle Suleman might have found his way back to Christ. But, if Halima Abubakar told her that something happened, she would believe Halima Abubakar, but that was in the past, that she should move on.
If you want to ask me if Halima had something with the pastor, I'll say yes, they did. But she should move on. It's over. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I believe there was a sexual.
I want to ask a question.
Now only Suleiman be the only man where you don't sleep with for your life. Blackmail the others. I mean, you never meet another rich man. The guy still give you 2.5. You can't come, they ask for 20 million. 20. That's how I beg. I don't do it. I don't fit go for you. I beg. Leave me. 20. If Halima is claiming that pastor do her juju, the married man who she followed years ago, where the American will die, let her go and explain to her, the woman's husband, what happened to him.
And they also said that, Halima Abubakar told them, even told Kemi Olun lawyer, that Mercy Johnson, Shan George, Yabo Ojo, Tonto Dike did juju for her or to her. I think did juju to her. But what I didn't understand is when Stella said, Mercy Johnson also took this lady to Badagry, maybe to see a traditionalist or to get something diabolical, all this fetish stuff done.
I spoke to that journalist and I said, what's going on? Halima told me that her co-actors and actresses were doing diabolical stuff on her. Literally, she told me certain actresses were doing juju on her, and she bled for almost 6 months.
Yeah, I know the actress. She said she has a name, and I'm gonna say now. Halima said Mercy Johnson did juju on her.
Now,
that's what she said. So I was when she changed it to Apostle Suleman. Yeah.
She mentioned 4 people to me. She mentioned Mercy Johnson, Shan George, Iyabo Ojo, and Tonto Dike. She mentioned those 4.
She only told me Mercy that she has a lot of thoughts on her back where she went to for deliverance from the juju that Mercy did on her. Yeah, you obviously shot yourself in the foot already. It's not going to work. You're not going to see 10 kobo.
All right.
Let's look for a way to help you instead of this rubbish you are doing, going online, dressing like Hajia. I don't know who you think. You think you can fool all of the people all of the time? Everybody I go clear now, they go say you dey lie. You don't need to talk too much.
All right.
Like this whole story is really becoming something else on social media. You hear, Halima Abubakar told me this, and the next thing you hear Halima Abubakar debunking it, because Halima Abubakar, I think, went live again and debunked some of the things that they said at the time.
Answer it. So they are saying, how was Mercy Johnson and Toto involved?
Mercy Johnson is not involved in Johnson's issue with me. Though he told me he knew her. Yes, there's nobody he doesn't know. But Tonto at all. Tonto is not even involved. Who called her in? Okay, Stella, I heard Stella called her in, but she has no business in Johnson's.
What did Stella say about her? What did Stella say? What did Stella say about it?
No, they were talking about Juju. That Messi did Juju or no Juju. So they were talking about Messi there, and I don't know. What is she saying? Oh, sorry. Again, I did it. I'm reading what this lover wrote. I don't know why she dragged that one. If I want to drag somebody, I would do it myself. You don't need to do all that. You understand? So Kemi, that I do not know from heaven, saying that how can I not know anybody? An acclaimed investigative journalist. Two investigative journalists will sit down when they know their work. You guys can see it. You can see the message he sent. He asking me if I need money by myself, and he was talking about 15 million here. And this is 2018. Look at it, 2018.
Can you read part of the message? Can you read part of it?
Okay, first let's start from here.
Okay.
You can see the kind of pictures that we have here, and he's doing Miss, as she keeps sending. I don't need to do all this anyway, but there's nothing for me to hide. You can see there's no need for me to edit anything. Even the picture, you can see the picture there, so that you won't think I'm cropping anything and showing something else. That is me with my ass hanging, trying to be sexy. What 15 million? Please let me talk. Okay, here, look at it. Okay. He said nice here, and I said thank you, Papi. I'm back. You have a program in Cotonou. You had a program in Cotonou.
Okay.
He said yes, days back. Look at it. It's November, which is November. If you can see it, it's November.
Just read it. Read it. November last year or 2 years ago.
I want to be, I want you to see it so that it won't be that maybe I'm formulating it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look at it, but the light is blinding.
Okay, he said, okay, thank God. And I said, he now said, lol, okay. No, I said, okay, Papi, the medication money. He said, lol, okay. He now said, how much? This is it. You can see it. If Stella is talking, I have facts here. He's the one asking me how much I need here. And he laughed and said, I don't make transfer again. Look at it. He doesn't make transfer again because, let me read it. I don't make transfer again because, okay, but I don't make transfer money no more. I long stopped. You see, I didn't know about it that he stopped because we were not in touch. So I didn't know. He said I do cash. And I said, that's true, I forgot. And I said, I'm sorry. He said, no, I'm not upset. And I said, okay, Papi. He said, last year in my crisis, which was the crisis he had in 2017.
Okay.
He said, last year in my crisis, I promised my wife that the promise I gave to Madame is that I'm not going to send money through the bank anymore to anybody. And my banker is close to her.
Wow.
But guys, is this ever going to finish? This whole story. Tomorrow, are we going to hear about somebody else's story, or their encounter with Apostle Suleman? Only time will tell. Guys, let's watch this video.
Halima loves to go out with married men. It's not a new thing. It is not a new thing. Why I go come be the one we go give am girl? Which girl I give am? Anybody when you say I give am to Apostle Suleiman, make you come outside, come challenge me, say I give am to him. I don't know whether he sleeps with you people or not. I don't know. Then say.
Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have Ned Nwoko. So Ned Nwoko and this estranged wife, we all know that, there were some issues, or there have been some issues going on, with this couple, but she's back now. So I don't know if they still have wahala going on. She apologized on social media. I think she got overwhelmed initially, then she left, and now she came back, apologized. Ned Nwoko posted a happy birthday post. I've seen it in the news and in the comment section multiple times that Regina Daniels is the favorite. Obviously, we see both of them together all the time, so I wouldn't blame people that are saying that. Even myself, if you ask me, I would say, man, Regina Daniels probably be this man's favorite. Usually send her money, and every time Regina Daniels shares this on social media, And I'm sure people like, I mean, the other wives sees it, they see, and Regina Daniels is already a celebrity, so whatever she put out there, everyone is going to see it. How are these ladies feeling? We don't know, but Regina Daniels is actually enjoying this man, obviously. Moving on to the next one. Okay, guys, this one is very serious. So this person is a 7 Corps member. She shares how her mother, a 65-year-old woman, was raped multiple times by armed robbers, begging the police to help her out here. She's feeling pained and stuff like that. I've asked myself, why? Why do people do this? Why would you rape someone that could, be your mother? There are two things that comes to mind. Either mental health of the person is messed up, mentally they are messed up or they're mentally unstable. Number two is could be some sort of ritual. Right, reminds me of this case about Taiwo Ajayi Lycett, the actress. She was 79 when she shared the story. At the time, she was 65 years old, right, when she was raped. And this happened in 2006. Ajayi Lycett was robbed and raped. I think she said it happened at Ikotu Egbe. Yeah, then at that time. That was exactly what she said then. She said, I was tied, I was beaten, I was brutalized. My health was ruined. I was blindfolded and raped. The man who raped me complained that he couldn't gain easy entry into me because I wasn't wet. I told him, widows don't get wet. I kept talking to them and asked them repeatedly, are you doing this to your mother? Angrily, they taped my mouth, but remained fearless and prayed all through the attack. And I prayed all through the attack. God, I still can't understand why people do that. Let us read this. And guys, let me know what you think about this one. This person said, they're looking for advice. He said, good morning. I want to know if it's wrong to ask my fiance to rent a car before coming for my introduction. He has a car, but it's Toyota Matrix. He gave me, but I didn't collect it because I don't like it. I thought he was going to hustle to get us a new one before the intro is working. So I made inquiries for rental Venza. It's 100K for 24 hours, which is a bit reasonable. God, they even give you a car. At least they give you something to move around. Said already made the deposit from the money he gave me for cooking of food for intro and my clothes. Obviously, the guy is doing well, financially. Might not be driving the best car, but I could say he's an average Nigerian, But I still don't get it. Why some ladies push their men, even though the man is obviously try to give you a car, you rejected it because you are ashamed of it. If you're never ready, for marriage, or you find person if you want marry Dangote, why do you even go ahead to be with him in the first place? Said he sent this, I'm done. That's what he sent to the man. I said, is this how men make hasty decisions? I am 26 years old, waiting for service. Moving on to the next one. Here we have Iyanya. So Iyanya pushed a guy because, according to him, the guy was slapping his face with the money. Because, people sometimes just don't know. I understand what Iyanya is trying to say. People like Kwam1, this artist that sings and people spray on them. They know people will definitely spray. They don't allow you to come out and spray on them anymore. They've stopped that. Like spray on their face, like put the money on their face. You always see a basket beside them. Or if you have a bunch of money, then you can throw it at them and they'll catch it or something. And that might be like 4 throws or 5 throws and you're done. But when you have like a lot of, they usually have a basket these days, because according to them, they said it's annoying sometimes. Like some people just use it to, maybe because they are maybe because they just hit jackpot and they just want to show themselves. They will just be embarrassing them by hitting them with the money. So I think I understand what Iyanya is saying here, but at the same time, it shouldn't have pushed that guy. It just doesn't make sense. Iyanya had replied saying, the guy kept slapping my face with the money and I tried to hold his hand and he continued. First, no matter how much you are spraying, don't slap someone with it. That's disrespectful. But you should have just told him, you know, pull him closer and talk to him. Let me quickly say this. Honestly, guys, I don't know if you guys, I mean, those of you that have experienced elections more than twice, you know, in Nigeria would understand what I'm trying to say here. It's always been bloody. This one, I don't know, it's not, we're not there yet to, I'm talking about the date, right? The election day, sorry. I'm talking about the day. But, it's looking good still. INEC had released a statement saying further extension of time frame for PVC collection nationwide. Collection of PVCs at LGAs extended by 1 week till 5th February 2023. Collection time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. INEC comments Nigerians asks for patience. The last one right here, guys. What do you think about this? What this person said? Sure. None of your presidential candidates have ever slept in prison for a day in a bid to make this country a better place. Since Showore, now 51, was in his 20s, he has been arrested, brutalized, slept on cold prison floors in the worst of conditions, just for demanding a better Nigeria. So what do you think about Showore? People said he's in the wrong party. Others said, this guy should work with Peter Obi. They really like him, but Peter Obi's got the crowd, so you should work with Peter Obi. Again, what is your take on this? Leave it in the comment section below. Guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.